So, as everyone know, Wukong is just a new hero that just released a couple of days ago, and everyone has been using him as a Baron liner. But today we're going to see how to do Wukong as a jungler. Because why not? We have Jin Zhao and Shivana as a jungler, so it only makes sense to make this guy as a jungler too. For him to be an effective jungler, you need the blue buff, which is the yeah he uses mana a lot like Olaf, so you need the blue buff to compensate it. You shouldn't go for the red buff at the start of the battle and go for the skill order from S1, S2, and S3. As S1 heals you, S2 lets you take some damage from your clones because your clone absorbs the damage, and S3 deals a lot of damage. And having said all of that, you have to jungle him so quickly, and it's not a big of a deal because Wukong is a very good jungler, and you can do jungler very fast in him, just like Shivana. And now, after you doing jungle, just don't forget this. His third skill allows you to do, gives you a basic attack speed boost for 5 seconds or so, and you have to make it effective of this. For a skill combo, you have to use skill 1 and then skill 2, or you can do skill 3 and skill 1 and skill 2. If you are dealing with some squishy enemies. Now, I just seen in the, no, 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 we should just retreat from there because they have full HP, and Shinjao, if he has enough runes, he could have just got me in the early game. So we skip him, we go for the mid, we wait for it, and there's our prey. We go and knock up from our ultimate, and we got the kill, and we depart out there. Now, about an ultimate, you can use it two times within a couple of seconds. The first time you use it, it will do a knockup and it will go into a cooldown for a bit. But if you use it again, the cooldown of the ability increases. But if you use it only one time, the cooldown decreases. So keep that in mind whether to use your ulti or not. Now, in this battle, I used my ulti effectively to knock up the enemies, thus splitting their forces and securing the dragon for my team. And in this moment, I wait for the right moment to strike. I noticed a suspicion over the Rift Herald. I checked, and yes, there's a guy getting the Rift Herald. He retreated, but I'm not going to get that beast because soloing Rift Herald is a pretty risky one. Must they have already taken the Rift Scuttler? So I'll wait for it. We'll wait for them to come, and we see them attacking there. So we will go gank them from him. Skill 2, skill 1, and ultimate. Yep, that's how we do it. Wukong is a very effective hero though because his skill 2 makes him literally invisible and also drives the clone back at him. As you have seen before, Shin Zhao used his attack on my clone and not me, thus allowing me to escape and then re-engage with full ability. And again, without my ulti, you are still an effective hero because of your clone. Because your enemies most probably use their ulti on your clone rather than on yourself. For here, I aim the MM, use the invisibility, dash to him, ultimate knock up, and yep, got him. Because MM, after I taken their MM, the team goes into retreat because they can't do much without their MM. Okay, so he escaped and I can't chase back at him. So I go for another kill. I'm on here. We got a Kali. That knockup is very crucial. She is in the cloud now. There she is. Dash and yes, one. Ultimate knockup and yep. Got him. A perfect execution if you wanna call it that. His skill too, man. His skill too. That's the most important thing to be considering because if you miss it, you're done for. Now there is a huge gang going on here. I wait it out. They use their ulti. I use my ulti, knocking them up airborne, thus following by Yasuo's ultimate because Yasuo can only use his ultimate when enemies are airborne, giving me and him an advantage. Taking two of them out, and my team has taken another one of the enemies, and I chase this guy after, use my dash, skill 1, and the clones to finish him off, securing ourselves an ace. He is invading the jungle now. When Wukong is on enemy jungle, just don't try to invade him because he has ton of blink skills and damage skills, not to mention the heal ability, which makes him very tough to invade. As you can see, Shinja failed on invading. Now there are two tanks here. I go for Malphite as he is the most important one to be taken out because he deals ton of damage. So I ignore Braum here, taking out the Malphite, and after that we will chase after the Braum, who's playing tag with us, I believe. Kali is very an effective hero for Wukong, or rather say a counter, because her cloud makes her literally invisible to hunt down as she escaped without even a scratch to her. So be sure to keep that in mind because Akali can easily escape from your skills. But rather than that, you can use his cloning technique to do ton of poke damage. As you can see, they are all attacking my clone, thinking that it's me, which is a very effective strategy. And again, I set my clone in there, and they all are attacking my clone while I escape to safety, ensuring my team's victory. We already got 3 kills to 0 and 4 kills to 0 now. So that's how you do it. Use your clone as a bait for the enemy to use their ultimate on your clone, thus giving you a great advantage over the battlefield. So don't forget that. And we got this battle. And after this one, we'll move on to another battle where it's a bit of a compilation, but it's still an useful info. I see Jin over there and I rush to him because he's a marksman and he needs to be taken care of immediately. He dashes through, I use my clones to go after him. After I got him, there's Olaf coming for backup. I wait for my kills, cooldown reduction, use my ultimate, and finishes him off without any trouble. I see an Olaf attacking, I go for help and finish him off without a blow. Securing the Rift Herald, and I have taken the Mountain Dragon too. Zed cannot pass through his ultimate because of my ultimate, which is a knock-up effect. We wait for them. I rather not say that. He used his energy completely here, draining him up, allowing me to secure the kill because that's one of the biggest mistakes that most Zed players do. They just drain their energy way too fast. And you can see I escaped from Jin's ulti using my cloning ability. So that's very important. Don't use your cloning ability right in the battle because that's the only escape ability you got. As you can see, I used it again to distract Kamal and securing the kill. And again another one time using my clone to escape from Jin. So don't use it like spamming the skills or right when you go into the battle because that's the very important ability for Wukong. If you miss it, you die for sure. She spotted me, I go in, deal them with a knock-up effect, which is very effective, forcing her to flee and their team to split up. Because of my ultimate, I use my knock-up to split them up well. She escaped. I pretend to go into the jungle, use my cloning ability again, and Lux used her ultimate on my clone, which is an effective strategy. Like I said, use your clones effectively. I go in, cloning again. I missed both the Jin's and Lux's stun ability and securing 2 kills, I mean 1 kill from them because your clone is very important. If you miss it, you die and your entire team loses. We got Kamal here, I use my clone and then my ultimate. Now remember, your clone also does the ultimate if you do it. And Kamal attacked my clone and not me, securing me the kill, the dragon, and 2 more kills for the team with 2 casualties. Yeah. I spotted her, used my ulti, used the knockup, chase her down with my S3, again an ulti, and finished her off. Now I use my clone to flee from the battlefield as they all distracted to my clone, thinking whether it's me or the clone. Now Lux used her skills on my clone, allowing me to escape to safety. Wukong is an effective jungler though. Rather than using him in the battle line, you should use him as a jungler because he's way better in that way. Now I aimed for Jin because he's one of the most crucial target area. If I miss him, he might turn the tides around. So I targeted Jin while I let my team handle the other two. And they secured the kill. We go for Zed. He tries to escape, but Akali finally managed to get him, I believe. No, she didn't. We got Olaf here ambushing me from behind. Again, I used my clone to escape, thus allowing me to go to safety. Here we save the Infernal Dragon. After that, I have noticed that the enemy team is not together but split up. So I targeted Jin, dealing him with the knock-up effect, and then finishing him up without any trouble. I used my clone to get away, and then again I used my ultimate to deal. As if you have noticed that Z used his ultimate on my clone, so I don't know even need the need for the stasis equipment because I can use my clone to get away from Zed's ultimate if I use it in the right way. Did she get him? Yep, she got him. And the final target ending up with an ace. Use my clone to get away. A clone also gives you an invisibility though, so keep that in mind. Thank you for watching. If you need more videos, please consider subscribing to the channel and I will release more guide about the Hero City 1. Comment down below which video you want to see next. Thank you very much.
Attack the Nexus.